Hey guys, I'm here with my client Nick. Really excited to have you on, Nick. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you taking the time to come on and talk a little bit about our experience working together so far. It's been about 6 or 7 weeks all up, not including Christmas week. So it's been a good amount of time, about a month and a bit, and it's been really enjoyable to work with you so far, man. And just wanted to kind of get on here and talk a little bit about the experience so far. Just to start with, why don't you fill us in a little bit about uh, kind of what you do and also what business was like for you before we started doing this work together?
So I work as a physical therapist assistant full time, and then I have a functional patterns practice that I've been involved with functional patterns for about 5 years now. So working on developing more clients, just kind of on my off hours, so evenings and weekends and things like that. So yeah, and just trying to pick that up as best I can. I really enjoy teaching people how to move better, move more efficiently to keep them out of the physical therapy office and out of the injury realm. So yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. So so you're a functional patterns practitioner, a physical therapist. So you're really passionate about things like anatomy and human physiology, functional anatomy, corrective exercise, that kind of thing, rehabilitation, right? So
Yes.
you love helping people get away from pain. You love helping people to correct their issues and gain better function and better movement and remove people's limitations and all that kind of thing. But it can be hard when you're passionate about those things and when you're really knowledgeable about those areas. But it can be hard to know how to market and advertise your services in a way that your prospective clients really understand what you do and understand the benefit to be had from working with you, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's probably been one of my biggest challenges is trying to get my name out there. People know me from the physical therapy clinics. I work as a physical therapist assistant, so I'm a PTA. So technically, just to clarify that, so not a physical therapist. Work as a physical therapist assistant, but kind of branching out a little bit on my own with functional patterns. And so it's been challenging to try to develop clientele, how to connect with people, how to find the right people that want to take control of their health and want to improve things for themselves. And so you've been a tremendous help with giving me ideas that are practical and easy to use that actually produce results. So I've seen just a tremendous amount of um, I don't know, just more people coming to me with questions, but not only that, but feeling more confident in how to handle those situations. Sales is not really something that's my forte. So you've really helped kind of calm my nerves there and just help me just do what I do and just try to help promote what I do and just make it easy to talk to people.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, I think what you're trying to say is just being able to handle situations in the best way that creates a sales opportunity for you, right? Instead of just giving people all the answers and then they kind of just like see you later, right? It's
Right. Yeah.
how
Yeah.
to
I mean, definitely. I always one of my habits is to I'll talk about it or and give them a card or something like that and hope that maybe something sticks. And sometimes that works, but a lot of times it doesn't. It's like you're just fishing. And so now I feel like there's a little bit more direction with my focus on how to take advantage of those opportunities. So yeah, so I really appreciate the help that you provided for me.
Hey man, it's a pleasure, and I appreciate you trusting me in my process and taking the plunge and taking on board what I have to say and applying it quickly and the results are kind of speaking for themselves. There's been a few sales, there's been a few situations where in the past you would kind of maybe not be able to turn them into a sale, but now you've been able to turn these situations into a sale by asking the right questions, by directing it the right way. And I mean,
Hmm.
can you think of any more examples of some things you've learned so far in our time working together?
Um, yeah, I mean, there's been so much that I've learned. Just little things. I'm in my 40s, so sometimes technology is still I wouldn't say it's foreign to me, but I still have challenges with technology certain times. Social media has not been
You and me both.
um, has not really been my forte. I would rather not be on social media, but I use social media, and I tell friends and family this all the time, is that I use that just for business purposes. I kind of use that to help market and explain what I do, or at least share the idea of functional patterns and trying to get that message out to people that there is a better way to train and to exercise. Um, so you've helped me a lot with how to understand, social media aspects, how to, whether that's hashtagging something in a particular way, or whether that's how to communicate a little bit better in direct messages. A lot of the times I'm pretty direct or short with my wording, so I don't know that I always have the best verbiage sometimes. So you've kind of help me through that process of striking up more of a conversation to really ask questions and find out what people's needs are, so I can offer them the best service that I can to help them solve their problem. Um, and then just on a little caveat outside of that, I was going through some of my numbers, and this month has actually been my best month, sales wise, numbers wise, since I've been teaching and training with
Wow,
functional patterns. So thanks to your services and things like that, it's really helped me
incredible.
boost some sales. So it's been a good month. So
Well, that's the aim, man. So I'm really happy that it's helped. I'm really happy I'm really happy that there's the real data that shows the improvement in sales and in actual revenue that backs
yeah,
up these skills you're learning, because that's not always the case, right? I mean, it's like you go to university and get a degree. It doesn't mean you're instantly going to make more money, right? It just means you're learning skills and concepts that you can apply in whichever way you can for the rest of your career. But the results don't always come immediately. So to see that the results have happened, the tangible income-based results are coming pretty much immediately is fantastic, and I'm really happy with that. So great work, man. And a lot of
yeah,
it is thanks to your initiative and your ability to take what's being taught and apply it straight away without wasting any time. So well done for having that initiative and for having that eagerness to learn and apply what you're learning.
yeah. No, and I appreciate your help. It's been good, because I mean we talk a little bit about kind of the art and science behind it all. Just going back
Mm.
to what you were talking about with traditional, education. Sometimes, they'll talk a lot about philosophy, and whether it's the science or the art, depending on what you're studying. But to be able to do a little bit of both with you, to a practical application, like use this technique in this situation, but also kind of understand a little bit of the why or the philosophy behind it too, has been helpful. Just to kind of change my frame of mind when working with people. So
Yeah, I mean, especially when we're talking about things like money and sales, if you have, a poor relationship with money, or if you think about sales in a negative way, it can really affect your ability to sell. It really affects your ability to achieve a positive outcome from trying to pursue sales, because your subconscious mind, which is most of your mind, is actually working against you getting that result, right? Because if you have a bad relationship with money, and if you see sales and money in a negative light, and if that's the way you've been raised, or if that's the belief that you've formed based on your experiences of the past and things like that, then yeah, your subconscious is going to hold you back from really asking for that sale, or really taking the sales process through its proper course and things like that. So it's important to it's important to examine those parts of yourself, and the way you think about money, the way you think about sales. And if work needs to be done there, then it's important to do that work. And it's not easy to just do that yourself. It can be necessary to have some outside support to kind of have an objective look at the way you think about money and help you to change that, right? Help to put your mind at ease and think about these things in a healthier and better way so you can succeed. Because
yeah, and you've helped me a ton with that, because sales is always a little bit foreign to me, and it always just feels like it was scary for quite some time, actually. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm completely 100% okay with it. It's still uncomfortable, but I'm getting better at it. But also kind of learning that I'm there to help people, solve a problem. I'm trying to take care of them. It's not always about, so getting the idea off of that it's about me. It's not about me. It's about the person that I'm working with, to see what can I do for them. How can I help them fix whatever problem that is they're dealing with in life. And you've really helped me kind of switch that mindset, to not focus so much on myself, to kind of be present in the present of whatever that situation is, whether that's taking advantage of the opportunity because I'm meeting somebody new, or whether that's through some sort of direct message or something like that on social media, but just taking advantage of the opportunity, just being present in the situation and not thinking about, 5 steps ahead. A lot of times I'm too worried about what needs to come next in the process, or what do I need to say next if they say this or they say that, to just kind of chill a little bit, just to be mellow and just take it as it comes. So it's been good.
Love that, man. Yeah, it's about being present and just really listening, right? If
Yeah.
if if you get good at listening and being present, people love that, and people respond way better to that. It's not always about
Hmm.
knowing the answer or knowing the next thing to say or waiting for the next, trying to get your chance to say the next thing. It's just
Hmm.
because that then we're not being present. We're stuck in the future, right? We're always thinking ahead
Yeah.
instead of being with the person, right? So
Right.
I'm happy that I've been able to help you develop some of these skills and apply them to your business in a way that leads to better success for you and also better success for your clients. Because being better at sales, being better at lead gen means that you'll be able to help more people. Means you'll be able to bring more people into your business, which is what this is all about. It's about you making a bigger impact, being able to serve more people, doing what you're passionate about doing, and that's why I love helping you. So I want to say thank you again for being part of it. Thank you for allowing me to help you in this way. Thanks for being a great student and a great client. And one more question I have for you is, you know, I know that the business coaching space is very saturated at the moment. I also know there's a lot of practitioners like yourself, especially in the FP community, in the functional patterns community, who are passionate about what they do. They're passionate about functional anatomy. They're passionate about health and fitness. They care about helping more people be free of pain and move better, so they can have a better quality of life. But they struggle when it comes to things like communication, sales, being present with their clients, generating enough leads, being able to predictably and reliably and consistently make sales, generate leads, and have enough income so that their career path is viable into the future. I mean, what would you say to someone like that who knows they need help in these areas but isn't quite sure who to trust?
I would say get help. And if you need somebody to trust, I highly recommend Michael right here. He's done a tremendous job. I think his the way that just applying things and just the smallest little detail, has just been really good. Just all the little things. But that was the one thing that I knew I needed. I feel like I'm getting better at understanding the practice of functional patterns because I'm constantly learning in that regard as well. But the clientele was not really being generated in the way that I needed it to be generated. So I needed help. So I needed to reach out and get support. And I saw another practitioner had been working with you, and I'd gotten some recommendations there, and I've been really glad that I made that choice. So I highly recommend anybody else that's kind of sitting in a similar boat where maybe they're a little stuck. They really enjoy what they're doing, especially if you're an FP practitioner. But maybe you're stuck getting clientele or having a hard time with that. Then reach out for help, get some support. And Michael's been a great support for me.
Great to hear, man. Thank you so much for the support and for the kind words. And again, thank you so much for getting on here, sharing a little bit about your experience so far, talking a little bit about our experience working together. I really appreciate it. And man, I'm really excited because we're just getting started. Like I said, it's only been about 6 weeks of working together so far, 6 or 7 weeks. And yeah, there's still a lot to learn. And yeah, the sky's the limit, really. We can do all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm excited for what's coming. And thanks once again for jumping on.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to more.
Great, man. Well, you have a fantastic day. And
Hey, you too.
yeah, I'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds good.